everybody, this is King B.A.V, your favorite rapper. There's a reason why I'm dropping a podcast today. It's because I just dropped a brand new single, We Just Begun. We're going to talk a little bit about that during this. But the song, We Just Begun, the brand new single, that is the first single from a brand new album. And now I am going to announce for the very first time information about the new album. New album is called Survival. And we're going to go a little more detail on this, but it features 11 tracks. It's going to be released on February 1st, 2021. So if you've heard this podcast after that date, the album is out. Go get it. And if you are listening to this podcast before that date, I got some important dates for you coming up. So the brand new single, We Just Begun, features Bviz, and that is out now. It just dropped actually today. You can begin pre-ordering the album Survival starting on January 22nd. January 22nd. You can pre-order. It's going to be available on all platforms: iTunes, Deezer, Spotify, Apple Music, etc., Amazon Music, all of the big platforms. Pre-order starts on January 22nd. New album drops, as I stated, February 1st, and the new single out now, available again on all the platforms I mentioned earlier. So go get it. I really want to hear your response because I'm here for the fans. You know what I'm saying? I love hearing what my fans have to say. So I want to hear the input you have on that. Now, how do you find me? You find me on Twitter at King B.A.V. That's how you find me. Find me on Instagram as well. And it's King B.A.V _ the King, DAKING. Those are ways to find me and shout at me and tell me you love what the single sounds like and can't wait for the new album to come out. We will have conversations that way. So that's a good way to reach me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we're going to discuss a little bit about the album. We're going to discuss the single. And we'll have more about the album coming up once the album's released. So I don't want to go too far into the album right now. But new album, Survival, 11 tracks. First single, We Just Begun, featuring Bviz. That is right, Bviz is making a reappearance. Now, Bviz and I was trying to figure this out earlier. I believe we've been on 5 tracks together. 5 tracks together. We started off with Fake News and The Game You Claim You Got, Haters Gonna Hate. We also did the single Mad Skills. So those have been done, and now we are on We Just Begun. I can't say enough about Bviz, how awesome a rapper he is. He is so entrenched in writing dope lyrics. It's amazing to work with him, and hopefully what I'd love to do is actually be able to get an interview with him. I'd love to do a podcast with him and talk about this. His schedule's really busy, so we'll see how that works. But either way, Bviz is dope. He just writes dope lyrics. He's amazing. You'll love his rap on this, and you'll love mine as well. So we collaborate real well together. Anyway, We Just Begun is the first single from Survival, as I've stated before, and it basically is talking about how we're not done. We've done like 6 singles together now. We are not done. We are going to continue working together, collaborating and rapping. And that's really what it's about. In fact, you will know in my second verse on this song, I actually name the songs he has been on with me. I wanted to do that as a shout out to him and a shout out to my fans, all you listening. So you'll know that when you hear this, you're going to hear the songs we've been on. It's kind of cool. I added that as a cool verse to do it. So you'll hear that. It's the third verse on the track and actually my second verse of rapping. So that's basically the song. And the album, like I said, I'm going to go into more detail on the album. The album was recorded last year. It was written last year during this crazy pandemic. We're all locked down. What are you going to do? Well, for me, it's record an album. So you'll actually see, if you buy the physical version of this, it's on CD. you will see in the liner notes that I'm talking about how it was written during the pandemic. Survival is because there's a struggle, and there's a struggle in this game. So we're all struggling to survive, and that's where survival came from. In fact, I haven't posted the cover yet, but you'll see on the cover it actually has a couple words on there. So you'll see what I'm saying when you see this cover, which I'll post very soon actually on social media. But it says, struggling to get through hard times. The struggle is the game, and the struggle is the game. Part of this hip-hop game is struggling to make it. So that's what this album Survival is all about. It's actually my 7th album. It's going to be available on all platforms, all formats of platforms, Deezer, iTunes, Apple Music. It's also going to be available on CD, and it's also available to get, you're also able to get an autographed copy of the CD that I will sign and I will send to you. All that will be available. I'll talk about it in social media. It's also on my website, kingbav.com. That's where you can hear all about what I got going on. And right now, Ashley, you can download the single from my website as well. And eventually the album will be available for download and to purchase CD and a signed CD. So that's really cool because I like giving back to my fans. So I like signing things. You guys can all get a copy of that. Anyway, that's pretty much, I think, all I wanted to talk about today, yo. I just wanted to make sure we kind of kept in touch a little bit with everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all are doing well and to give you information about the new single. So remember, right now, go get it, go listen to it. All platforms. The single, We Just Begun, featuring Bviz. The album coming out for pre-order on the 22nd of January and available everywhere beginning on February 1st is Survival, my 7th album with 11 new tracks. And of course, don't forget to reach out to me at King B.A.V on Twitter and King B.A.V _DaKing, DAKING on Instagram. Love hearing from everyone. Let me know what you think of the new single. That's dope to hear. And more information coming on those sources. And finally, www.kingbav.com. Anyway, we're going to leave you with a little snippet of We Just Begun so you can hear a little bit of it. And hope you enjoy it. Talk soon, yo. Peace out.
One more time, flow after flow, rhyme after rhyme, city after city, having our fun. It's best you step back, cause we just begun. Don't you know that it's party time? Everyone wants to be first in line. King B.A.V, Bviz, having fun. Hope you're getting ready, cause we just begun.
Haters gonna hate, but I'm back with the flow. And we be kicking it so hard it's like a rash for go. And I'll be spitting like a god until my casket closed. Cash is clay, I hit them till they bash their nose bleeds. Yup, the crowd be jumping out of their seats. They need a cape and a crown cause they around the king.